Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Afrina Batrisha binti Muhammad Jahril. My ID number is PDA 2007100 and I am as the chairman.
Hi, my name is Fatin Alia binti Baharudin as an secretary. My ID number is PDA 2007102.
Hi, my name is Siti Rabatul Adawiyah binti Muhammad Zamri. I'm as treasurer. My ID number is PDA 2007094.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Atira Arni binti Ibrahim. My ID number is PDA 2007108. I am as committee number 1.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Nur Shamira Shakina binti Afazil. My ID number is PDA 2007103 and I'm as a committee member too.
Good evening to our members. I am happy to welcome you to our post-mortem meeting, which I believe will prove profitable to us and society. Thank you for coming to the meeting. How are you guys feeling today?
I'm good, Miss Afrina.
I'm
I'm
good,
fine,
Miss Ina.
Great. Miss Fatin, do we have enough quorum to start this meeting?
Miss Afrina, I'm afraid that we still don't have a sufficient quorum to start this meeting. Miss Shamira just called and she told me that she will be a bit late because of internet problem. The other are present.
Alright, let's just wait for her. A few minutes late won't hurt. But please inform me if Miss Shamira has joined the meeting.
I'm so sorry to all. My internet. I'm so sorry to all for being late. My internet has a problem.
It's okay, Miss Shamira. So now that Miss Shamira has arrived, shall we proceed to deal with our meeting to order?
Yes, Miss Afrina.
Sure,
Yes.
Miss Afina.
Before that, are there any apologies for absence for today's meeting, Miss Fatin?
Yes, apologies for absence received from Miss Ariana. She informed me that she was tested positive COVID-19. That's all, Miss Afrina.
Okay, thank you, Miss Fatin. Now, can you read our meeting agenda?
Sure, Miss Afrina, I will read our meeting agenda now. First, chairman address. Second, apologies for absence. Third, minute of the last meeting. Fourth, matter arising out of the minutes. Fifth, correspondence. Sixth, report. 7. Special business. 8. Any other business. 9. Date, time, place of the meetings. And the last one, 10 is closed.
Alright, thank you, Miss Fatin. So let's proceed to the next item regarding the minutes from the previous meeting, shall we?
Sure,
Sure, Miss
Sure, Miss
Afrina.
Afrina.
Miss Fatin, have you distributed the minutes of last meeting to every member?
Yes, I have distributed to them via email.
Alright, have everyone received the email?
Yes, Miss Afrina. We have received the email.
Great. So now I call upon Miss Fatin to read the minutes of last meeting. I hope everyone can give their full attention. Miss Fatin, you may start now.
Alright, Miss Afrina. So I will start now. In the previous meeting, we discussed about the preparation that we made before the visiting day. All preparation was going well. We booked the prize for the game activity using the money that we got from the fund collection. The total amount of the fund collected is RM500. We also plan for the activity that we are going to do on that day, such as communal work, explorers, and drawing competition. We also decide what prize that we can provide for the winner.
Thank you very much, Miss Fatin. We can say that the last meeting went well. Alright then, is there any amendment to be made from the last minutes of the last meeting read by Miss Fatin just now?
Yes, Miss Afrina. There is amendment to be made, which is the budget. The budget should be amounting as 5,000 ringgit Malaysia, not 500.
Thank you, Miss Adawiyah. I will make the necessary amendment to the amount.
Alright, one thing settled. Is there any other amendment to be made?
There's no other amendment.
Alright then. Can someone propose the minutes that to be passed as a true record?
Miss Afrina, I propose the minutes to be passed as a true record.
Okay, is there anyone to second the motion?
Miss Afina, I second the motion.
Okay, let's move on to the fourth item, which is matters arising out of the minutes. Is there any matters arising?
Yes, Miss Afrina. On the arrangement for the trip to Rumah Kasih Orphanage in Gombak, Kuala Lumpur is 100 successful. The bus was provided by the club, which brings all club members and all necessary stuff that we needed to the destination. We ordered KFC for our lunch. We also prepared for the dog gift and the prizes for the activities that we have already planned.
Thank you, Ms. Atira. Now, we shall move on to the next item, which is the correspondence. Ms. Fatim, could you please go through the correspondence?
Yes, Miss Afrina. I will now read the letter of appreciation received from Rumah Kasih Orphanage. Dear Philantrophy Club, as a headmaster of Rumah Kasih Orphanage, I want to take this opportunity to thank you for your time you spent here at the orphanage and for your thoughtfulness. Throughout the visit, I had the opportunity to cooperate with Philantrophy Club. Even though the club is made up of youngsters who has never wavered in your commitment and excellence, I really admire your club for hard work and kindness. In particular, I appreciate all club members for the effort you did to make this visit become more enjoyable and meaningful to all of us at Rumah Kasih. Again, thank you for your deed as a part of Rumah Kasih Orphanage. Sincerely, Puan Sarima.
Thank you, Miss Fatih. It was an honor to receive such compliments from the headmaster of Rumah Kasih Orphanage. To be honest, it really makes me proud to preside this club. Miss Fatih, I would like to ask you to print up a copy of the letter on the club notice board. So now let's proceed to the next agenda, the report. Miss Adawiyah, would you please come forward and present the financial report for the last activity?
Sure, Miss Afrina. I will read our financial report for the last activity. For our financial report statement, the total amount of fund that we collected is 5,000 ringgit Malaysia. We distribute our collected funds to a few things, which is meal, price, donation, transportation fee, others and emergency. For meal, 1,000 ringgit Malaysia was provided but was overused to 1,380 ringgit. For the price, we use 1,000 ringgit but the price was provided 620. For the donation, we provide 2,000 ringgit to donate to Rumah Kasih Orphanage. For transportation fee is 500 ringgit. And others such as T-shirt club and so on is 620 ringgit Malaysia. For the emergency was provided 500 ringgit, but we had to use it on meals and price, so the total for emergency use becomes 0. After the final calculation, the expenses may exceed the budget provided for each item. So that's all for the financial report.
I see. Well, that's not a very good news for us, right? Anyway, thank you, Miss Adawiyah, for the brief explanation about our financial statement on the last activity. Are there any questions or comments from anyone?
Miss Afrina, the way I look at this financial statement, I think we can all agree that the expenses that we made for last activity is very large compared to the fund that we collected. So, in my opinion, I think we need to raise more funds to cover the losses that had been made.
Fine. I agree with you, Miss Shamira. We need to cover the losses from the last activity first before we plan for the next one. If not, we might have to cover the losses using our own money.
Alright, thank you, Miss Shamira and Miss Atira. I strongly agree with your opinions, and I will pass this matter to the treasurer, Miss Adawiyah. I hope action will be taken to boost the collection for the next activity. Next, Miss Fatin, would you please go through the report?
Yes, of course, Ms. Afrina. I will read the report from the last activity. The chairman informed the purpose of the meeting to discuss about the activities that has been done at the orphanage during last semester break. All 40 of us gathered at the club at 7:30 am to get all things needed ready. We departed from the club at about 8 am. The journey took about 45 minutes to arrive at the orphanage of our choice. At 8:45 am we arrived. After arrival, we took about 10 to 15 minutes to get ready. At about 9 am, Puan Sarima greeted us by making a speech to welcome our presence at the orphanage. There are a total of 68 orphans who live here, and so we took our time to get to know these orphans. After the introductory session, with the 9:15 am, we started our first planned activity, which is communal work. The communal took about an hour 15 minutes. And at 12 noon, all of us scattered at the main room as per requested by the orphans. The orphans surprised us by suddenly making a talent show in front of us. We were all enjoying the precious moment with the orphans who were having fun. At 1:30 p.m., all of us together with the orphans. Then at 2 p.m., we gathered once again to have our lunch. For the lunch that we were having with the orphans, we bought KFC. The closing ceremony were done at 3:30 p.m. before we went back. We gave a small donation to the orphan as a token of gratitude for accepting our visit. That's all for the report.
Alright, thank you, Miss Fatin. I think there is no problem with the report, so let's get started with our main consideration, which is special business. So today we are going to discuss about improvement in terms of our financial status and also about the person in charge for the fund collection. First, we are going to discuss about the improvement that need to be made in terms of financial status for our next activity. Ms. Adawiyah, I wonder if you could make an estimation for the budget on our next activity?
Yes, Miss Afrina. In fact, I have already made an estimation for our next activity, which is we need to improve the budget by at least 1,000 ringgit Malaysia. I believe that we need to speed up the process of collecting the fund because we are having a shortage of fund.
Alright, great job, Ms. Adawiyah. So I guess we need to work a bit harder in our next activity so we wouldn't have to deal with any losses anymore. Now, what about our second concern about the person in charge for the fund collection?
Miss Afrina, I will have to oppose the proposal for the person in charge for the fund collection. I propose that the number of people in charge should be 5 instead of only 1. All of us had just discussed and we agreed that we did make huge effort from the previous activity to collect the fund, and we will also need to cover the loss first before making any other moving involving a huge amount of money. Most importantly, we also need to be more aware with the club members' feelings and how tired they will be physically and mentally when they had to work extra time.
Alright, thank you everyone for speaking up your beliefs. I accept your opinion and I will reconsider the points said by everyone. Is there any other thing anyone would like to say regarding the meeting today?
No, Miss Afrina.
Alright, then I guess that's all for today's meeting. Before we adjourn the meeting, can I have someone to propose the meeting to be adjourned?
Yes, Miss Afrina. I propose that we adjourn the meeting.
Miss Afrina, I second the motion.
Alright, so thank you Ms. Adawiyah and Ms. Shamira, and thank you to everyone for your active participation in today's discussion. Till we'll meet again in the next meeting, inshallah. I now declare that the meeting is closed. Thank you everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.